Well, when it comes to Capitol Hill, the people who walk the halls are not especially known for their fashion sense. And some of the biggest fashion risk takers are actually the interns on the Hill. So we brought in Huffington Post contributor Stylo Tour's Lauren Rothman to take on the best and the worst of the intern trends. Hi, good to see you once again, Lauren.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, so a new batch of interns has arrived.
Yes.
And apparently people can spot them.
You know, the
far
temperatures
off.
are rising. We all know the telltale signs of the flip-flops and the spaghetti straps. And we all know how we have to be careful about that because, you know, you're really dressing for the job you want, not just the summer internship you have.
Apparently one of the Obama administration officials actually took notice and said, oh, those interns, you know, their skirts are too short and they're too tight.
I'm getting so many complaints. I mean, it's amazing. And, you know, part of it is really just a generational thing, but you really are seeing that people are sort of bearing it all.
Yeah.
And you never know, especially when you're an intern, you might be asked to take notes at a hearing, you might be on CNN, you might be on in the background or on C-SPAN. So you really want to be careful because you really want to accentuate the best, camouflage the rest.
So what would you say would be some overall tips for the interns this summer?
Well, you want to make sure that nothing is too short. That really is very important. And you want to make sure, you know, flip-flops, again, I mean, I have to tell you, I see everything from flip-flops to Uggs. It's 90 degrees and people are still wearing Uggs in the summer.
Wow.
I actually saw it in Miami a couple of weeks ago where it's even hotter than it is here. And I've seen it on the Hill. People just want to be comfy, kind of wear their slippers to work. And you want to watch out. You really want to be changing your shoes at the corner before you're really going to be riding the elevator with your boss.
Wow. Okay. So and so flip-flops are a no-no.
Flip-flops are a no-no.
What about sandals?
Grooming.
Or open-toed shoes in general? I mean, is that a no-no?
Well, you need to be careful. I have sort of a rule of thumb where you kind of want to be open in the front or open in the back, meaning that a peep toe would be great or a sling back would be great. But anything that looks like a gladiator, anything that's too strappy or too revealing, you really start to walk a line. So you want to really be careful. And anything that's open toe, even when you're walking to work with the flip-flops, brings in the idea of grooming. So I have
you brought some great grooming ideas for us to groom our nails and our feet.
Because I find that this is really coming across my radar quite a bit, where you really want to be aware of top personal grooming habits for any successful intern, let alone anybody who's out there really working.
Or any office place.
That's right. That's right.
All right, so what do you suggest then for our grooming products?
So the top thing you want to think about, and this is mostly for ladies, but is sort of nail maintenance. So you really want to think about, what does a mani-pedi mean? Let's define that, because especially if you're an intern, you may not have the budget to be getting weekly or even monthly mani-pedis. But keep in mind that you are showing your nails all the time. So I have a couple of favorites here and do-it-yourself at home ideas. So we don't want to see chipped toenails at the office. It indicates that you've been at the beach all weekend and you've brought the party to the office. We don't want to see that. And if you're a guy, we don't want to see hangnails and we don't want to see dirty nails. So really something to be aware of. One of my favorite products is this Sally Hansen liquid nail buffer. And this is great for women if you're someone who doesn't like color, or you're someone who just, again, doesn't want to be getting manicures. Just like you would do a natural buff, this liquid buff actually applies like a nail polish, but leaves a clear coat on your nails. Looks fantastic, dries instantly, and doesn't look like polish. It really just looks like you freshly washed your hands, taken care of them, and buffed them.
Which can be a beautiful look, actually.
It can.
Yeah.
Very natural and very seasonless.
And good for the person that's not really a polished person.
Yeah, and age appropriate.
Yep.
Anybody can really do that.
And you don't have to worry about coordinating the color with what you're wearing because it's a neutral, right?
That's
Love
right.
it.
That's
okay,
right.
what about for the guys?
For the guy, manscaping. It is all about manscaping. And I have to say, I do seminars all the time for men, a lot of military men who are transitioning to civilian wear. And one of those top topics that I get from the youngest guys to the older guys is, what the heck is manscaping? And manscaping is really taking care of your facial hair and your overall grooming. So, number one tip, please, 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 moisturize. It is okay to moisturize. So many men forget that. They don't know about that. They may watch the women in their lives doing that. So it's definitely okay to moisturize. Please start doing so.
Maybe it's not the texture, or they feel that it's a little greasy or something.
Right, a little slimy, something that's a little feminine.
You know what else guys kind of forget quite often is the sunscreen.
Yes. And moisturizer will have that built in, and it's something they should be doing daily. And it's also important, again, for men, because they're not wearing makeup, most of them, I hope. They really want to look fresh and awake at the office, and moisturizer will do that. It'll sort of wipe away the dryness, the sleep, make you appear fresh. I have another favorite product here for the men, which is my Kiehl's Eye Depuffer. So this is great for men. Again, under eye circles, overall puffiness. It's not a girly product, and it really will help. Doing your hair, nose hair, eyebrows, these are things to be aware of. Especially if you're an intern, the number one tip I will give you is, this is an 8 to 12 week internship for you. Start out with the same hairdo and facial hair at the beginning as you do at the end. We don't want to see you growing a beard in the middle of your internship, because you'll be remembered for that.
It's all about maintenance. Keep the look going. Okay, back to the office quickly, because people need to have some guidelines as they head to work this summer.
Yes.
Shorts, yes or no?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm somewhat negotiable depending on the city and depending on the type of office, but if we're really going to concentrate on Capitol Hill, no.
No. Capris?
Capris can be acceptable depending on your dress code. Always go for the safer bet rather than be sorry with something like a capri. So when you're not sure, go for an ankle pant.
Okay. Bra straps?
Never.
Big
should
no-no
show.
there, huh?
And always match your bra to the color of your shirt. So if you're going dark, wear a dark bra. If you're going light, go with a nude bra.
Okay, the other thing along those lines is sundress kind of straps, like
Spaghetti
thin straps. Is this work
No.
appropriate?
Absolutely not. You need to have a cardigan or a blazer on hand at any time. Spaghetti straps, again, indicate a garden party, indicate a night out for margaritas, not the office. Not to mention it's always chilly inside. It's like an average of 67 degrees inside every office I go to, even though it's 91 outside. So cardigan, blazer, on hand, at the very least a pashmina.
And of course, no panty lines.
No,
that's
never. There are too many solutions out there to help with that.
All right, Lauren Rothman, we want to thank you. And we should mention that you've just started a new column for the Huffington Post.
Thank you. Yes, I'm
along with
co-writing.
Christina Wilkie.
Yes, I'm co-writing with her. I'm very excited. And every month you can follow us on thehuffingtonpost.com. We'll also be cross-posted on stylist.com.
All about fashion tips.
All about political style and fashion tips to help you with any problems you
We
might
will
have.
be reading. Thanks
Thank
so much,
you.
Lauren.